Hello there, wrestling fans. Welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. Oh gosh, I'm Joe Panther the Third, and uh, welcome our guest. Just introduce yourself.
Oh, I would gladly do so, Mr. Panther. Greetings, one and oh, this is your dear old Auntie Hydie. Pleasure to meet all of your lovely viewers.
Yes, the Ringside crew has been waiting so long, and I told them, and they they all didn't clap. They all just were staring at me blank stare. I think it was the promo video you made, so I guess you lured them in, and now they wouldn't leave the arena. And I was wondering what was wrong with them.
You're welcome.
Um, thank you, thank you, Heidi. And now I have to wonder, will they ever leave the arena? Great. So,
It'll wear off eventually.
well, it's good to have fans, you know. So who trained you?
Well, I've been at it for quite a while, so I've had many train me. I've had Mr. Seth Skyfire, the Ballard Brothers. I've had Joey Chaos, Tyler Bateman, Ray Rosas, the Divine Brothers. Oh yes. Ah, those
Awesome.
have been many. I can
So,
I
oh, sorry.
blue?
I'm sorry. Interruptions. I'm sorry. So, who,
I will
who?
I will forgive you this once,
Oh,
dearie.
my apologies, Miss Heidi. Who got you into professional wrestling?
Well, it's not quite a who. It's more of a what. I still have access to this body's former owner's memories, so I will give you two answers. My answer was that, well, I was introduced to it from. I was incarcerated, I guess you could say. I was put away in a lovely little place, but my freedom was bought by a Mr. Oh God, I hate this bloke. But I was brought to MPW as a sideshow attraction. But I've gained my own emancipation, and I have run rampant ever since. Now for her. Got her into wrestling was watching a DVD of The Twisted Life of Kane. She wanted to be a part of wrestling for a while, but, well, didn't really believe that she could do it. This frame doesn't quite lend itself to a certain variety of wrestling, given that what was she had known about at the time was the brawn panties matches. That's sort of style. I mean, nothing wrong with it, but if that's all you see and that's all you expect, then who does somebody who does not quite fit that standard have to think about it? Though if somebody had shown her China or Lita or any of the others, or maybe Karma, maybe she would have joined wrestling sooner and I would not have been needed.
Hmm. Interesting. Is there any other place in the country or the world you'd like to perform in that you haven't been to yet?
Well, I want to spread as far as I can around this world like a virus. I want my precious void to seep into the minds of every man, woman, child, and everyone in between. They will all know me. Though I've heard that New Japan would love someone like me, so I've been meaning to give those lovely people a try.
Love it. Um, is there anything like what is your favorite go-to food after a wrestling show?
Go to food after wrestling show. Well, I used to value steak because I fancy myself one of high standard, really. I mean, you see the way I dress. But well, after be discovering the void. Oh, there are so many little delectable things one could enjoy. Dreams, pieces of a person so the very fear. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's I haven't eaten in quite a while. My apologies.
It's okay, Hetty. It's okay. Um, is if like if a young fan came up to you and they wanted to become a professional wrestler, what kind of advice would you give them?
Be careful who you trust. Make sure you have, well, the most. Make sure you have leverage to know that someone is not going to betray you. I've had to create puppets out of people in order to assure that. Though, if I wanted to give a more uplifting answer, pity, I would say, well, believe in yourself, go for it. If you happen to fall into the very pits of despair and hell, claw your way back up and make your enemies rue the day that they looked down at you. Make them drown out of spite.
Okay. Um, do you collect anything?
Well, I collect little dolls that I've made of my opponents. I've collected little minions I've created. They're lovely. Though they don't quite last that long in a confrontation, they're more useful as a numbers advantage. I also collect top hats. Those are also lovely to collect.
I love I love fedoras and I love baseball caps and collecting stickers. So that's me.
The proper fedora is are quite lovely, not the small trilbies that people
Yes.
keep calling fedoras.
I had one that has a skull on the side of it, and it actually looks like an old mafioso one. I have to find it. I'll take a picture of it in one day. It's a nice one. My sister got it for Christmas for me, and the inside, Heidi, it has like looks like blood trickling, so it looks like someone ripped it off of someone's head. It's a skull on the side. It looks really cool. I have to
How do
find
you
it.
know they haven't actually done so, dearie?
You never know. um, do you like movies? Do you like what's your favorite movies?
Oh yes, I remember there was that social media thing where people were sharing what their favorite films were. I never really got to that. Oh, there are so many lovely ones. The Babadook is a lovely one. The new version of It.
Mm.
But to make the less obvious of choices, because many would expect me to say that, I would say the Francis Ford Coppola version of Dracula.
Ooh. Did you hear about the Dracula movie that just came out recently with what's his name? Did you see
Oh,
that one?
Nicholas Cage, Renfield.
Yes.
I've heard of it. I've been meaning to partake in it. In fact, I because I still have access to this body's former memories. I sometimes like to pretend to be her to walk amongst the crowd, hide in plain sight. In
Hmm.
fact, if you're here, let me try this impression of her. Let me know what you think. Hi. My name is Kristen Bell. I play Auntie Hydie. I train at MPW in Santino Brothers, and I hope to work at Level Up sometime very. I'm sorry, I can't keep it up for too long. Oh, it's brilliant. So, was it convincing? Was it convincing?
It was very much convincing. Yes, I would actually believe that. I'd be like, yeah, yeah, welcome, welcome in. Give her training stuff. She's hired.
I
Tell
was.
Triple H to get the wheel start, get the picture taken.
Oh yes. Oh, she was quite pathetic. A failed artist, one who had the opportunity to fulfill her dreams. But when that time came, she buckled, decided to take security as a form of way of just survival. It had pained her so she felt her dreams slowly die. And to think that I feared her, I hated her, I loved her.
Mm,
She's gone now.
mm.
I
So,
know that means.
yeah. So, Auntie Heidi, is there any wrestler that you've been watching on Instagram or on the internet that you've been like fiending to wrestle that you haven't got your hands into yet?
Oh, quite a few. Oh, dearie me. I would say, well, I've been meaning to face off against the current version of J2 Mattioli ever since he broke away from my control. I've never did face him one on one proper. There's Tyler Bateman, that devil himself. I mean, it's not like I have feel like there'd be any competition in that department. No, I'm not a devil at all. Oh, yes. In terms of the feminine wrestlers, well, ooh, there's many to choose from. I mean, I've always wanted to face Rosemary. I've always
Mm.
wanted to face Christina Vonieri. I would say, ooh. In fact, I'm going to be facing off against one of them tomorrow, Sunday, the year of our Lord 2022 at Comptomania. Oh, Madame P.J. Loria.
Oh wow.
I faced her once at NTLL, but I'm guessing that the amicable display at the end wasn't enough. No, no, no. When I had my match with Lois Grain, where I was about to throw her into the casket, Madame peered up from it, used her power against me when I was distracted. I got careless. I let that upstart get the better of me. But no, 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 no. I will show her that I'm the true master of the arts. She wants to challenge me for that title. She will rue the day. She's
Wow. Uh,
around,
My
Auntie.
my one my one last thing I want to ask Auntie Heidi,
Yes,
who where
dearie.
do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years in the wrestling business?
5 to 10 years. That's always the question. When I started out, I didn't expect I would be the emissary of the void. Oh, but things change. So many things can change. I didn't think I would wield souls like puppets. I didn't think that such a puppet could break from me, causing me to be weakened. I didn't think that I could gain an understanding of a void, become its king, only for it to be stripped away from me again. Well, I see myself currently in 5 years. Yes, yes. I won't spoil things for myself. The void does give me limited views of the future, of what fate transpires, but I won't spoil it for myself. Where I see myself, should I pursue my own mastery, I wish to be on AEW at one point, at least within 5 years. I wish to travel outside of the country. I wish to have a nice little show on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. I see to become even stronger, more powerful, more refined, both in attire and in my abilities. I will
So
spread.
what is that on your hand before we go? What show the camera your other hand. What is that that
Uh,
eye?
it's my eyes. I usually wear my gloves because I used to wear them merely as a way to protect my knuckles.
I just blacked out there for a second. What I
Oh,
didn't see it. I blacked out for a second. I didn't see it. Like my eyes when I yeah.
oh dear! I thought the gloves dampened it.
No,
Now
what I didn't see it. Do it again. I didn't see it.
I have a marking on my hands which I use to channel my power. and the gloves protect me and prevented me from affecting others unnecessarily. Yes.
We will catch you in the
Yeah.
next one.
Mr. Panther,